Hello and welcome to another update video about Zcash, heavily requested also from you guys here on YouTube, but also within our membership. So I thought we'll break down the chart together. I'm here on the larger time frame. I think it's good to get a really good idea of the bigger picture first before we zoom into the micro. This is already a chart that has been in existence for quite a long time. Clearly not in a long-term uptrend, more like a long-term range movement. Very important to understand, just because we have a pump here, which is impressive, no doubt about that. This chart is clearly not in a long-term uptrend. So there's a lot it has to prove, and it's important to understand that the move to the upside is not broken. So I don't see any sign of a top, even though we're now moving towards that 810 to 820 resistance area we talked about, around this 2018 high. But we're basically, this is not all-time high, but it's basically, we're getting close here to that swing high from 2018, early 2018, end of 2017, which is basically the previous high, you could say. It's not the all-time high if we consider the startup candle. But maybe you could call it like that, because I mean, this here is like just a startup, candle downtrend, and then it recovered and rallied and everything. And we could break above it. So we had a first larger decline. We had a first larger decline, and that first larger decline resulted in a rally into the 2017-2018 highs, and then a three-wave move down. And that three-wave move down ended in 2024. And since then, the market has been chopping around, three waves up into the December 24 high, pullback also in three waves. And again, this could be another small high, higher low, and then the pump. And this pump is particularly interesting because it was, I mean, who could, you can't, it's so difficult to trade this unless you're really actively following it, because this move was so fast that people would only see it when it already moved a lot. There was no clean setup, nothing impulsive. The subwave is impulsive, but this chart basically shows what many other altcoin charts have shown in this cycle: corrective structures. So what we normally want to see as a good indication, the bulls are taking the lead, is a five-wave move up followed by a three-wave pullback. Not happening. Hasn't happened. So we have three waves up here. Okay, three waves down. That can always morph into a larger rally. Three waves up, three waves down, higher lows at least, And then this was the pump. I mean, some people might have traded the breakout. I gotta say, this is a strategy that worked really well in previous cycles. In this cycle, I mean, many breakouts of trend lines were just fake outs. I mean, I'm looking at hundreds of charts every week. It's just what it is. In the last cycle, I remember that was a bit different because we had much more momentum. So breakouts could actually act as signals. So we had several touch points to this trend line. I mean, that was, you could say, a setup. I can't remember when I started to cover it. I mean, it was not a chart I covered regularly, just because it was just a range movement, and our content is largely community driven, so it depends on what you guys request. But I'm just going back. I mean, the first update I made on Discord in our member area was actually on the 14th of October. Hey, okay, that was, okay, we were, hold on, I just want to double check that. 14th of October. We had already broken out. We had already broken out. We were here somewhere. And again, I didn't really cover it before. It was not really requested before. I think it was started it for the first time in a member live stream. That's when I covered it. And so, I mean, it's a lot of eyes, and we've got thousands of members in the community. See more than just one person, right? Or a small team of people. But again, it was still, we were late as a community, let's say it like that. I covered it for the first time in the live stream on the 12th of October. I just saw that. So But again, even since then, yeah, I think we were around $200 when I covered it, and now, I mean, we've tripled it, right? So all we needed to do was to adjust support, and now support is here between $160 and $360. And you see that this here can be classed as a third wave, possibly, but in a diagonal structure. So if the next pullback holds above $160, then we could still watch for a fifth wave. But it's a dangerous chart because the risk is so high. We're so far away from standard Fibonacci support. I mean, the first Fib level is at $360. We are now at 570. We were already at 740. And even from where we are now, the decline to the first Fib level is like 36%. High risk, guys. High risk, okay? At some point, people will start to take profit, and then it could move down quite strongly. And then we'll see if it can hold support. We will then have to pay attention to this support zone. We've now moved from, you could say, structural support down there, and from the breakout line to resistance. Of course, it could get a few more squiggles. My view is most of that rally is likely done. Let's say the high probability element of that rally is done. If we get a fourth wave pullback, that will lead to a reduction in risk because we move into a support zone. And if we see a reaction there, this could lead to a fifth wave up, one more high. I'll keep you updated about that. Hope you liked the update. I hope it added some value. If you liked the update, make sure you hit the like button, leave a thumbs up. And also, let me know which other coins you'd like to see on this channel. As you can see, we always start to cover additional coins, new coins as well, when they are requested, specifically in our membership. But from time to time, also consider the requests here on YouTube. You can also request charts on X, so I recommend that you follow us there as well. I'll leave a link in the comments section. There are additional charts here as well. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.